In this video, I'm reviewing Sling TV. We will cover the new pricing, the confusing channel packages, and the major catch with their local channels. Then we will talk about their hidden fees and reliability issues that most people miss. By the end, you will know exactly if this budget streamer is a smart way to save cash or just another headache later. Let's get into it. Part 1. The basics. So, what exactly is Sling TV? Think of it as the original skinny bundle. It's an app-based live TV service that works over the internet. There are no cable boxes, no contracts, and no installation guys coming to your house. You just need a smart TV, a Roku or Fire Stick, or even just your phone or tablet. The whole idea here is flexibility. Unlike cable, where you pay for 100 channels you never watch, Sling tries to give you just what you want. They split their service into two main base plans called Orange and Blue. Sling Orange is generally built for sports fans and families who want Disney and ESPN. Sling Blue is geared more towards news and entertainment, giving you channels like Fox News, MSNBC, and CNN. You can pick one, or if you want everything, you can combine them into the Orange plus Blue plan. The goal is to keep your monthly bill lower than the big competitors like YouTube TV or Hulu Live. But as we will see, that lower price comes with some significant trade-offs. Part 2. The good stuff. Alright, so let's start with the positives because there are definitely some good things here. The biggest win is still, of course, the price. Even with recent increases, it is one of the most affordable ways to get live sports. If you just need ESPN for Monday Night Football, the Orange plan is way cheaper than signing up for a massive cable package. Another great feature is the customization. This is what made Sling famous. You start with your base plan, and then you can add small extra bundles. If you love comedies, you add the comedy extra for a few bucks. If you need more sports, grab the sports extra. It lets you build a lineup that actually fits your taste without paying for fluff. I also have to give them credit for Free Stream. This is their free ad-supported service that you can watch without even paying a dime. It has over 600 channels and thousands of movies. It's a nice bonus to have right inside the app if you ever need to pause your paid subscription but still want something to watch. And speaking of flexibility, you can switch between Orange and Blue whenever you want without fees. So, if football season ends and you want to switch to Bravo for reality TV, you can just flip your plan. This is a freedom you don't get with most other providers. Part 3. The deal breakers. Now, we have to talk about the missing pieces, and for a lot of you, these will be deal breakers. The biggest issue is local channels. Sling does not give you all your local channels like ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox in every market. In fact, CBS is completely missing. So if you want to watch games or shows on CBS, you're out of luck here unless you use a separate antenna. NBC, Fox, and ABC are only available in select big cities. And get this, if you live in a market where they actually do provide ABC, they might charge you an extra $5 fee that you cannot opt out of. Then there is the DVR. By default, you only get 50 hours of storage. In a world where almost everyone else offers unlimited recording for free, 50 hours feels really stingy. If you record a few football games and a couple of movies, you're already full. You have to pay extra every single month just to get unlimited space. Now, another restriction is the screen limit on the Orange plan. If you're paying for Sling Orange to get ESPN, you can only watch on one screen at a time. That means if you're watching the game in the living room, your kids cannot watch Disney Channel in their room. It is a single stream limit, and honestly, that feels pretty outdated. Part 4. The experience. Alright, so let's talk about what it's actually like to use the app day to day. The interface is decent. It's fairly intuitive, but it hasn't changed much in the last few years. You have your home screen with featured content, a traditional grid guide to see what is on, and a tab for your DVR. They have added some cool new features recently. There is a sports score feature that lets you see live scores on the side of your screen while you watch. This is actually really handy for keeping up with other games. They also added a channel surfing feature so you can quickly flip through what is on without going all the way back to the main guide. However, the experience is not perfect. We have noticed technical hiccups. Sometimes the guide can be a bit slow to load, and we have to talk about the ads. Sling has started using these pause screen ads. If you pause your show for more than a few seconds, a countdown starts, and then a big ad takes over most of your screen. It is distracting and it feels cheap. especially when you're already paying a monthly subscription. Part 5. Quality and reliability. Now, when it comes to picture quality, Sling is solid but not mind-blowing. They do include some channels in 4K at no extra cost, which is a nice perk since other services charge extra for that. But the selection of 4K content is pretty thin, so don't expect to watch everything in ultra high definition. Now, reliability is mostly fine for streaming channels, but if you try to use their Air TV integration, watch out. Air TV is a device they sell that lets you connect an antenna and beam local channels into the Sling app. In theory, it solves the local channel problem. Now, in practice, it has become buggy. We have seen reports where the device disconnects or the recordings fail. It seems like Sling has stopped investing heavily in keeping that hardware updated. So, if you're banking on Air TV to seamlessly fix your local channel issues, you might be disappointed. It is not the set and forget it solution it used to be. Part 6. Price and competition. Alright, so let's look at the numbers. Sling Orange and Sling Blue cost $45.99 a month. If you combine them, it is $60.99 a month. On paper, that sounds great compared to YouTube TV or Hulu Live, which are over $80. But you have to do the real math. If you add the $5 DVR upgrade because 50 hours isn't enough, and maybe you get hit with that $5 ABC fee, the price starts creeping up. Suddenly, you're paying close to $70 for a service that is still missing CBS and has a clunky interface. Now, if you're a diehard sports fan who needs every single channel, the savings might not be worth the headache. Competitors like YouTube TV give you all the local channels and unlimited DVR standard. But if you're strictly budget conscious and you're okay using an antenna for locals, Sling is still one of the only ways to keep your bill under $50. Now, they also have aggressive introductory offers. You can often get your first month for half off, bringing the combo plan down to just $29.99. So it is cheap to try out, but long term, the gap between Sling and the premium services is getting smaller while the feature gap remains pretty wide. Part 7. The verdict. So, is Sling TV worth it? Well, if you're a power user who needs local channels like CBS seamlessly integrated and you want to record tons of shows without worrying about storage, then you should probably skip it. Save your money. You will just end up frustrated by the limitations and the missing channels. But if you are a budget-focused viewer who strictly wants ESPN or specific cable channels, and you're comfortable using an antenna for your local news, then sure. It is the gold standard for flexible, low-cost streaming. You will not find a cheaper legal way to get live sports as long as you know exactly what you're signing up for. Alright, I hope this video was helpful. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.